Good evening, I'm Bill Snyder, Sports Information Director at Mississippi Gulf Coast Community College, and welcome to year number 2 of Bulldog Blitz. Every Friday night, right after the Friday Night Football Showdown on WLOX. We'll be talking Gulf Coast football, and as always with me, Gulf Coast head coach Steve Campbell. We begin the 2008 season once again on the road. Remember last year, we started at Holmes in Northeast. This year we start at Northwest. And remember how tough they were last year, that overtime game. And then we beat them in the playoffs. So we start at their place this year. And good news, we start 2008 like we ended 2007 with a win, 39-14 over the Rangers. And, Coach, just like the first game last year, it was on the road. A lot of freshmen played, and there was a lot of mistakes, but everybody persevered and got the win. We did. Anytime you can go on the road and first game of the year and come home with a W, you got to be pleased. Now, we've made a lot of mistakes, which that you're going to have that in first games of the year, which this year it's rained a lot, and we really hadn't had much of a chance to get out and scrimmage the way that we normally would or what we would have liked to. So, you know, today was a real good first game to work out a lot of the kinks. You hate to do it against Northwest, who is a perennial power on the road, but fortunately we were able to make a lot of plays and get a lot of good stuff on tape and hopefully correct the mistakes from here and come home with a W. That's right. So the number 3 team in the nation preseason wins at 39-14. Of course, this team coming off last year's 12-0 run, an MAC-JC state title, and the co-national championship with Butler, Kansas. And one thing I remember back in spring, you were already ready to put the national championship thing behind you and look forward. Yeah, you got to put that behind you as quickly as you can and move on to next year because, you know, it's a what have you done for me lately kind of deal, and that's the way football is. I mean, last year, you know, people say, are you defending the national? Well, you know, no, they can't take that one from us, so we don't have to defend it. We need to go win another one, and the way to do that's to be the best you can be 1 week at a time, and I was glad to be able to get this one out of the way, and now we can go focus on the next one. That's right. We're going to take a look at how Gulf Coast took care of Northwest. Coming up right after this, you're watching Bulldog Blitz here on WLOX.
Technology changes every day, but some things never change. Mississippi Gulf Coast Community College knows you want affordable tuition, user-friendliness, and great instructors. They deliver information on demand. They're experts in their field, and they're your link to a social network of personal communication. Seems the more things change, the more things remain the same. Mississippi Gulf Coast Community College. Real-time education just for you.
And welcome back to Bulldog Blitz from Ranger Stadium in Senatobia, Mississippi, as Gulf Coast defeats Northwest 39-14. Coach, we'll get to the action. Skip to the second series of the game. Greg Jenkins, the freshman quarterback. You got a freshman behind center. Made a nice pass to Kevin Barkley, and that set up a Jenkins run to make it 7-0. He looked good there on that first series to get things going. The first series was kind of awkward. There was a couple punts, but after that, he really got it going. He did. I was really pleased to see Greg do that. You know, he has shown flashes, you know, all during preseason camp that he's going to be able to be a special player. And in that second series, he showed what he can do with his feet when he ran it in, when he had a real good run, and then had some real good touch on a pass to Kevin Barkley. I was glad to see Kevin make a play for us early. I wish we could have got the ball to Kevin a little bit more throughout the night, but he really got us jump started there. He came over to the sideline after the first series and said, Coach, I think I can get behind them. And Chad Huff called a deep ball, and Greg made a great throw, and Kevin made a great catch. And early, you know, I knew that Greg was going to be able to be the quarterback that we thought he was, so that was real good to see. It was nice a little bit later. The special teams came through with 1 of 2 block punts on the night. That was the first one. That really set you guys up in good shape. A couple plays later, Jenkins found Kevin Helms for the touchdown, and they got the 2-point conversion on a botched snap. So you got to like when Lady Luck smiles on you. Just like that, it was 15-0. That's got to be good to just get that opening jitters out, knowing, hey, you got a lead, you can work on that. Yeah, it was. It was anytime you can go up by 2 touchdowns on the road, that relieves some pressure and lets everybody play a little bit loose
looser, and allows the defense to be able to gamble a little bit more and get after the quarterback. And yeah, it was a big play on that bootleg. We hit Kevin Helms on the crossing route for a touchdown. That's something that that we hadn't shown, that we didn't show a whole lot from last year, and Greg has shown that he can throw that pass, and Kevin has done a good job during the preseason of catching the football, so that was good for us. Maybe some people have to worry about our tight end. Aaron Nelson showed some poise there. Josh Nelson showed some poise with the botch snap, scrambling around. He's coached to throw it to the goal post, and he did that. And Brandon Johnson made the first of his 2 big catches on the night to give us I tell you what, it's a lot different being up 15-0 than it is 14-0. So I was glad to see that.
Now, this is where some of the freshman mistakes came in. A couple of picks by Jenkins, and then the penalty started, and all that momentum didn't go away completely, but kind of started falling a little bit. But the Damian Jackson got that interception, had that terrific run back to kind of get a little momentum back. He did.
Damian showed a lot of good stuff. Really did a good job of picking off the football, and then showed some excellent running ability, and I was very pleased with his play tonight.
Now, after that, Greg Jenkins hit Brett Moncrief on that long touchdown. Got a big play there, so big plays all over the place. It was 22-0, had to feel pretty good.
I did. It was good to I was glad to see Brett make a play, and that was a good read by Greg. It was a little hitch flag, and Brett came open deep, and Greg pulled the trigger and got him the football, and Brett took it on in. So, I was glad to see Damian make a play, and then Brett made a play, Greg made a play, so that was big for us. All of those guys are freshmen, so that's good.
Yeah, and then Northwest got the big kickoff return to kind of get some momentum going their way, and then their quarterback Casey Weston hit Chawan Green. You knew that kid Green was going to make some big plays. He's a pretty good athlete. They got inside the 5, then he scored, making it 22-7. So that was their momentum burst there, and that kind of made you edgy a little before halftime.
It did. It felt good when we were up 22-0, a 3-touchdown lead. You feel good about, but then with their offense, throwing it every snap, that they're only a play or 2 away from being able to put it in the end zone. So really we were only 2 plays up going in at halftime. So didn't want to give them. Really, we had squandered a lot of opportunities before the half. So we should have been up by a little bit more. I was wanting to going into halftime, and didn't feel good about only being up by 15.
Third quarter, Damian Jackson got another interception to stop a drive. Then Vic Ballard showed up. Tremendous burst of speed, took it to the house. Big play with a running game, 29-7.
Yes, I was glad to see us have an explosive play out of the run game. We had a couple of big plays out of the passing game, the pass to Moncrief, the pass to Barkley. Kevin had caught a touchdown pass, but we really hadn't had anything explosive in the run game, and Vic provided us with that. Good blocking up front. Michael Stallworth, Devin Eubanks, P.K. Keys, Ben Schoenberger, Jarrell Doon, Kevin Helms, that group, and Vic, another freshman, taking it to the house. Was excited to see that.
And after another block punt, Jenkins came in, hit Brandon Johnson over in the corner. That essentially put the game away at 36-7, and that was a nice way to really put the seal on it. Guys got in the 4th quarter. They got a late touchdown, and then Broccoli got that field goal. But that put it away. That was a nice series.
It was. I was glad to see Brandon get a touchdown. He's been such a leader for us, and really a special kid and an outstanding football player, and he made a great catch. Greg made another good read, and got Brandon the football, and that put us up 36-7, which I felt comfortable then and was able to it's a long season. The more that we can play a lot of these young players, the better off we're going to be down the road, and it was good to let those guys play the whole 4th quarter.
And that was big, and Gulf Coast wins at 39-14 to go 1-0 on the year. Now, coming up after the break, we're going to go back to the first week of practice when it wasn't raining, and we'll check that out, some of the sights and sound as you're watching Bulldog Blitz here on WLOX.
Seems like everything is mobile these days. Our phones, our computers, even the college classroom. It's an on-demand world. At Mississippi Gulf Coast Community College, you'll find the courses you need. It's near your home and close to work. Practically in your backyard. You can even work while going to Gulf Coast and still have time to refresh your mind. Mississippi Gulf Coast Community College, your connection to personal success.